We've got Tom and Justin from Editors in the house on the back-to-back tonight. Gentlemen, big news. There's a greatest hits album coming from you guys. A week tomorrow.
Is that right?
25th, isn't it? So that's a week tomorrow.
Yeah. Week tomorrow.
Soon. Exciting. Called Black Gold.
Yeah.
Greatest hits kind of signifies the end. You're not like finishing
it. It signifies the passing of time. Maybe not the end.
Okay, good. Yeah. Right, no, I just wanted to double check first before we got into anything.
Because you can't get away with the best of after 2 albums. It doesn't work. It's not cool.
Yeah, you got to wait after at least 4 or 5, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, that's just the first thing that I wanted to clear up. And next thing is, how do you go about choosing a greatest hits album with so many hits? That's a difficult thing to do, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it took a bit of time. I mean, also for us, a best of is not... In the UK is one thing, in other parts of Europe it's different. When we chose to make it one CD, we just had to, pick a song from every record and
hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Yeah. Which song do you wish had made it? Because I'm assuming you had to cull.
We had to cull a
right?
couple, especially from the first 2 records, like things like All Sparks and Bones. They didn't make it.
Oh no! How come you sacrificed them? I suppose you have to be representative, right?
Yeah.
There you have to be brutal as well, man.
Yeah.
Time pressures.
Have to be brutal.
There are songs from our later that are really important too, but
But isn't that like saying to your children, "I don't love you"? Is that what you've essentially done?
Nobody wants a 3 CD best of today. It's not.
You've essentially kicked
We're not
out
Genesis.
You've essentially kicked out your 5-year-old out of the house. Is that what you've done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's nice to know. And what's your favourite track on the greatest hits album?
Mine's No Harm.
Okay. Why No Harm?
Because it's the darkest, most miserable, slow-burning tune we have ever wrote, and
that's your vibe, is it, Justin?
Yeah, it just floats my boat, man. It's
nice.
just,
Yeah.
You wake up in the morning, put that straight on.
Yeah, straight on.
Go.
It's a breakfast tune.
Yeah.
What about you, Tom?
I've got a soft spot for that too, and Munich as well. It's a big song for
of course.
The start of
Are those the songs you're most proud of as well, or are there different songs, do you think?
I like Justin, I like the sad ones. The ones that,
sad people, man. Sad people like sad music.
Yeah.
I suppose they're the ones that take the most energy, almost, are they?
Well, sometimes, quite often, like the really immediate ones, suddenly they belong to the audience very quickly. Like they get taken on board, and suddenly they belong to your crowd. So I think maybe you retain ownership of the sad songs for a bit longer.
I see. Okay. And next question. This might be a hard one, actually. If you could add any greatest hit, and I'm not just talking about Editors, I'm talking about from any band ever. If you could add any song to the greatest hits album, Black Gold, what would you add and why?
Well, we listened to this song endlessly when we were at university in Birmingham.
Oh, you're going to play it now in the back-to-back?
Yeah, I think...
Let's do this.
I think it will end this party. It's the end of it.
Until we've only just begun.
You can't beat this song.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So this was religiously on for you when at uni in Birmingham?
All 4 of us, yeah. In our halls of residence, non-stop. It's called The Rat. It's by the Rat.
This is a hit.
An absolute classic.
This is a classic, a hit, a greatest hit, you name it. It's got the title, hasn't it?
Downhill from here.
Yes. Thanks, guys. You've really set me up for a loss on my own show. Cheers. Thank you for that. All right, Tom and Justin from Editors on the back-to-back on the house party tonight. And also a big shout out to Mr. Greg James, who's listening right now and has said, guys, just switched on Radio 1, Jack, and someone is playing the best song in the world. You weren't wrong.
Man's got taste.
Man's got taste.
Don't tell me that. I've already lost. Normally we put this out to the listeners during the show and we're meant to go through the whole playlist and everything. At the end they vote, but as far as I can see, Greg's just finished me off right now with that, hasn't he? Editors on the Indie House Party tonight. We've got Tom and Justin in. Do you got? I mean, we were talking about house parties a little bit right at the start.
Okay.
Is there like an iconic one that stands out for you that you guys did? Obviously, keep it a little bit PC, but we want to know the goss, you know.
What are you saying, Justin?
I'm saying the thing is about house party, right? And this is, going back to my generation, is that if you can remember it, then it wasn't very good.
If you can remember the party, then it wasn't very good. That's you, and you're sticking by that.
I'm sticking by that.
Okay,
He's got that tattooed on him somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably.
It's on your lower back,
but
just above your bum.
Yeah.
Tom, have you ever DJ'd at all?
There was a time when we did indie nights, academy venues after we play sometimes. Yeah.
Did you ever DJ your own songs?
No.
Come on, you must have dropped Munich a couple of times. Come on.
I always knew that the Killers would go down better. As everybody does.
Home troops.
Well, I don't know if you guys ever played games at your house parties. I like to on this house party. I like to play.
You mean drinking games or just games?
We're not going to do drinking games tonight because we're the BBC and we're very sensible around here. But we can do that afterwards if you want. Yeah. Tonight we're going to play a game of Can You Name the Editor's songs?
Let's do it.
It's a classic. Okay. Everyone's heard of it, haven't they? I'll play you a little montage of some of my favourite Editor's songs. We're going to give you a little 5-second clip of each of them in 30 seconds, and you've got to write down as many as you can. No pressure, lads. By the way, if you score 1 out of 3, you've never been in Editors. So good luck.
I'm so going to score 1 out of 3.
You got 2 pens?
Yeah, get some pens, get some paper. We're doing this after the White Stripes. This is Blue Orchid on Radio 1. This is the kind of house party where we like to play a game, everyone. We're going to play a game of how many Editors' songs can you name in 30 seconds? Everyone at home, you can play as well, by the way. Grab a pen, grab a paper. We're about to do this thing. So, Tom and Justin and everyone at home, if you're playing, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to play a 30-second montage that contains kind of 5-second clips of Editors' songs. I need you to write down as many songs as you can, and the person with the most score at the end will be the winner. Bearing in mind, if you get 1 to 3... you've never been in Editors. That is a fact of life. Okay? 4 to 8, all right, you've maybe listened to An End Has a Start a few times. 9 to 10, you're definitely in Editors. All right, you got it?
Got it.
Okay, hopefully everyone at home, you've got your pen and paper ready. Tom and Justin, are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good luck. Here we go.
All right. Who's going first?
Okay. Tom, you sound confident. Jess, can you make sure Justin doesn't cheat and then copy Tom?
I got them all.
You're
sure.
Tom, are you confident?
Very.
Okay. Yeah. Right, here, let's go.
Okay, Munich.
Yes, correct.
Honesty.
Yes.
That was a shock. I wasn't expecting to hear that.
Honesty was in.
Formaldehyde.
Yes, correct.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Allsparks.
Yes.
Papillon.
Yes.
Racing Rats. I mean, if I got this
can't
wrong,
keep up. Yes.
Bullets, Sugar,
Yes.
and Frankenstein.
Yes. It's 10 out of 10, everyone. Tom is definitely in Frankenstein's. Frankenstein's, sorry. What? Tom is definitely in Editors. Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, if
I got the same.
Oh, you got the same?
I got the same.
Well,
and he's only been in the band for 7 years.
he's only been in 7 years. Congratulations, Tom and Justin. You are definitely in Editors. There is no doubt about that at all. It would have been amazing if you'd never even heard of Editors, wouldn't it? But, oh well, maybe another time. All right, here we go. Next song tonight in the back-to-back. This is a big choice as well, by the way.
As big as they come.
Why do you love this one so much?
Oh, this is just an all-time classic.
It literally is an all-time classic.
Manchester, yeah, we love Manchester, and Manchester loves us. So.
It's very presumptuous of you. No, I'm sure they do. And New Order are one of the biggest out of Manchester, of course. New Order and Blue Monday on the Radio 1 Indie Show. Next choice of Tom and Justin from Editors tonight. I mean, not just being in one, but 2 majorly iconic bands, some of the members of New Order.
Yeah.
Formed out of Joy Division, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know. Another iconic Manchester band. And if you like the sound of Blue Monday there, maybe that was your first ever experience of New Order. Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed it. There's a New Order best of called Substance, which we in the studio highly recommend that you go and check out if you want a bit of New Order in your life. All right. Speaking of greatest hits album, Editors have got one coming out. 25th of October, Black Gold drops, and then after that, there's a big tour coming.
Next year, yeah.
Big tour. Actually, you're playing 2 of your biggest shows you've ever done, right?
Yep. In this country, we've got Birmingham Arena and Wembley Arena, yeah.
So Birmingham's on the 27th of February.
Yep.
Wembley Arena's on the 28th of February.
It is.
Does that feel daunting anyway for
the UK?
you?
It's nice, isn't it? It's good. It's going to be a celebration,
Yeah. The 6 albums under the belt, man.
We spent 15 years making miserable music,
It was just take.
No, it's just time to give it all away to the thousands.
It's going to be good. People have a good time.
On the album you've dropped Frankenstein as well, the new one, the one that we've been absolutely hammering on this show. By the way, I was saying at the top of the show, it sounds like it's made for like an underground rave. I love it. And I also think you need to get a really hot remix done of that.
Have you got any ideas?
Well, I was thinking maybe getting Scream on it. I
Okay.
think Scream would be a great shout on that.
Can you make it happen?
I can ask Annie Mac. I'll ask Annie and she'll ask Scream.
Make it so.
My connections aren't quite that good, but I'll try my best. But the other thing about Frankenstein that I wanted to ask, because we established at the top that editors are not breaking up because they're releasing greatest hits. This is merely just a stepping stone, isn't it, into the next chapter
It's a
of Editors.
retrospective.
It's an end of a chapter.
Yeah.
End of a chapter, yeah.
End of a chapter.
But not an end of, a band.
So does Frankenstein represent the start of the next chapter?
No, I think to me it was written after Violence, and
Okay.
it feels like kind of a hyper exaggerated version of some of those songs.
Yes.
Really kind of fun and in your face, but it does feel like the end of that Violence period to me.
Okay.
So what we do next year, which we are going to get in the studio and write again. So
Great.
I don't know yet. We'll see.
Yeah, because, I mean, for me, Violence, I loved the kind of dark, dystopian, gothic feel to it. It really captured me, actually. And you guys, for me, actually were a little step ahead of the game with that record, because there's bands that we're playing on this show now. Like there's a band called Girl Band, there's a band called Just Mustard, Black Midi as well.
Yeah.
They all embody that kind of dark, gothic, dystopian feel to their work. I mean, even Folds to a certain extent on their new stuff is in that world. And I felt like editors were a little bit ahead of the game.
Hey man, we're old enough to be ahead of the game now.
Well, that's exciting though. New Editors music coming soon. That's all we need to know about right now, and the big UK tour as well. Birmingham Arena, 27th of February. Wembley Arena, 28th of February. You better be there, people. All right, here we go. We're going into the kind of finale of the house party right now. 3 more songs to come. This is my next choice. I'm going to blow you out the park with this. If you're going to drop Walkman the Rat, I'm going to do Blur Song 2, people. We are now heading into the final round, the official final round. This is crunch time, really. If we're scoring on the back-to-back, these are the songs that are really going to hammer home for people. So
Okay.
you've got to go big. So what are you going for?
Let's do Idiotech, Radiohead.
Wait, hold on. Are you serious?
I'm deadly serious.
You're just gonna finish it right here, right now. If you hadn't already with Walkman the
thought
Rat.
If you're
already
going to
finished
finish
it
with
with
any
the rap.
band, it's going to be Radiohead, right?
Why'd you do this to me?
What a band.
I mean, yes, what a band, what a track, but you give me no chance.
We'll
Like,
see.
literally no chance
See
at
what
all.
you got.
I mean, it's a bit of a stupid question, but why do you love this song so much?
I love this band so much.
Okay.
One of the reasons we started our band, a band that takes risks, not afraid to mix it up. Like when you hear this.
Yeah, they're a special breed, Radiohead, aren't they? They don't do things by the book. Tom York is an innovator, without a doubt. It's nice to hear that Editors inspired by this band.
Totally. Oh, yeah.
Let's check it out then, people. If you haven't had a taste of Idiotech before, you're about to have your mind blown. Well, I don't even want to play my next choice. I just want to finish on that. Radiohead and Idiotech right there on the Radio 1 Indie Shows, chosen by Tom and Justin from Editors, who are on the back-to-back tonight on the house party. I mean, quickly before I play my final track, I want to talk about the journey of Radiohead and just how phenomenal that is. Because where they started with that debut, Pablo Honey, it's very grungy, wasn't it?
Very grungy, yeah.
It's very heavy. I mean, it's kind of out at the same time as grunge was really cutting through. Was that a 93 thing, or maybe towards the end?
Just out the back of
Out the
it.
back.
I think they looked in pretty well on the end of that.
Creek tagged nicely onto the kind of American, had a really American sound to well for them there, yeah.
Do you think the Bends, the second album, the Bends, do you think that...
Bends.
You love the Bends. You love every Radiohead album for the conversation we've just been having. Do you think that was their, like, iconic turn, perhaps? I know OK Computer's kind of considered the one, but in terms of the Radiohead that we now have, do you think that was the first one that we...
I don't know, I think, OK Computer is such a massive step up. Like, out of those 2 records into that. The good thing about the Bends is, and the thing about Bends is, I don't think you get a band who would be given enough time to make the Bends these days. So it kind of signals what bands should do when they given the time.
Yeah,
That's
I agree.
what you get. When you give a band enough time, they will ultimately make an OK Computer or the Bends if they're good enough.
I mean, on the Bends, you've got High and Dry, Fake Plastic Trees,
Tune.
Street Spirit as well. And it's just
Tunes,
it's non-stop, isn't it? With Radiohead. I mean, and then you hit OK Computer and it's just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
End of story, one of the best bands ever. Done.
Yeah, OK Computer was like a band from the future.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
way ahead of their time.
yeah, but the Bends kind of sounded a bit like some other people for me.
It did.
OK Computer, they really like, just suddenly they kind of this sampling DJ Shadow thing crept into it. It took them slightly away from U2 kind of vibe, and that's the one. OK Computer.
I think that's what I was trying to say with the Bends. It just felt like the slight turning point that they were becoming the band that inevitably they ended up being. And then you've got Paranoid Android, Karma Police, and away you go. OK, enough about Radiohead. We need to say goodbye to editors.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers, man.
Thank you so much for coming on, Tom and Justin. It's been an absolute pleasure tonight.
Thank you.
You guys have been brilliant, and your
very
choices were absolutely world class as well. Tom and Justin, everyone, round of applause. Thank you so much for coming in. So, for everyone at home, greatest hits album coming 25th, Black Gold. That's when that's dropping. Nothing but non-stop bangers from editors on there. And then 27th of February, you have got Birmingham Arena, and 28th of February, you've got Wembley Arena to go and see editors live. So give yourself a taste if you've never experienced editors before with the greatest hits album, and go and witness it in the flesh when the boys play live next year. Tom, Justin, thank you very much for coming in tonight.
Thanks for
Cheers,
having
guys.
us, man.